cameras flashing all around him. He led 200 women into the warehouse. When they got to the shelves of sorrow, your wife searched for a bag with your son's name on it, but there was none. She searched through the boxes, but nothing. When she reached the shelf marked unidentified remains, she grabbed the bag full of bloody
It's a general thing that people always say about college. It's like you try to reinvent yourself, but then you end up realizing you're the same person you really were, and it's experiences that change you, not like forcing yourself to change. Specifically when I first came here, it was like, yeah, I'm like a real fun party girl, when in reality that's like not super what I'm like as a person. I used social interaction to sort of charm people as a defense mechanism. If you seem like a person that someone could like enjoy spending time with, it makes them less likely to like react with violence or rage when they find out that you're trans. That fear is still there, like with how high mortality rates are for trans women. It's like a scary world. Everyone has a story of like a time they were threatened with death. Like I know I have a few. I saw a therapist for like 7 years, and I think acting was almost more helpful than that. Acting was what sort of made me sympathize with myself.
Let the washing begin.
I learned how to actually talk to other people. I learned how to engage in a way that's not destructive. The Women of Lockerbie has been a fantastic learning experience. I'm sort of past to the point where I need theater as like a crutch, and now it's just genuinely my art form. The cast dynamic is great. Over the course of it, we've all kind of bonded with some of the absurdity of what we're doing. We all kind of sat down and just had like a therapy session as our characters. We just all went like, yep, here's how I am, the way I am. Here's what happened when the crash occurred.
Get a hold of yourself!
We've talked about after rehearsal, like the coping mechanism, because when you put so much of yourself into a piece, everyone always like leaves looking a little bit haunted.
He wrote his name inside it too. If you'll excuse me all, I have to go and make a statement and somehow salvage this whole situation.
It's just, I've been sobbing for the last 4 hours, just on stage. It's just what I've been doing with my evening. Everyone suffers in their own distinct and unique way, and we can connect with each other on that front, and I think there's a beauty in that. In my acting, I use like a lot of different kind of techniques with trying to incorporate feelings into my character. A few memories of like, particularly for a play like The Women of Lockerbie, some painful ones, some hard ones.
I'm going to give you some interpretive things to think about. And I want you to be more haunted, more damaged than, oh my gosh, this. Do you understand what I mean? I want you to be more along the lines of spent.
In scenes of feelings of helplessness, I'll often go back to like when I was a little kid, and for the first 12 years of my life, I had my hair cut against my will. And that like feeling of like sitting and sobbing in the barber's chair, not really knowing why what was happening upset me so much. That's something I can draw on for certain scenes. There is an overcoming adversity within yourself, even in performing, which is one of the reasons I've become so good at overcoming adversity with myself. It's like literally my job now.
The ghosts in the ground are not much different than the people here that are alive. And life can't go on until something has been done.
There's human nature in all forms of art that everyone can tap into. I'm actually happy, which is shocking because I didn't think I'd get this far. So now I'm sort of making it up as I go along because I'm like, I didn't think I'd make it to college, to be completely honest. So now I have to like actually plan for a life that's ahead of that.
remember?
Aye, solstice.
The winter solstice.
Every December 21st, we'd go up there and light a bonfire.
Sit up all night and wait for the return of the sun.
And when it appeared, we'd pop the cork and taste the coming of spring.
Things are different now.
Aye.